Nation, we in the building, man. I got my boy Leo in the building. You know what I mean? Oh, it's gonna be cranking, man. We got good news. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about. Good conversations. We got our boy Leo in the building, and we're gonna have some takes on what's going on in Raider Nation. So let's get into the intro and let's go.
Let's go.
Hey Leo,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy?
What's up?
Watching that video now. It's like watching fallen soldiers, man. Cause like everybody's gone.
The sniper.
I'm like, damn, like Josh is
That's
gone, like
true.
Waller gone. You know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Oh
damn.
man.
That just means time for another intro. You know what I mean?
That's a cool little intro though with the sniper. I like that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that was my first
Yeah.
one. That was the first one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then after that, I was like, man, I got to change it up because you know what I mean. Gotta keep it current.
I like the music though with the sax. It reminds me of being at the game. You know how you've been to
Yeah.
the game
Oh
and you
yeah.
have the band there that plays the music.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of, like listening
Yeah.
to them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's saucy. Like I it was a guy that played saxophone or whatever. So like he made the intro because I sent him the thing and I think I forgot what team he was a fan of, but he was like, yeah, my uncle's a Raider fan though. You know what I mean? Love, you know. So it was kind of like it you know it he knew kind of the significance of you know what I mean the song and everything too.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, like so he played it and then he even made like the beats and everything around it too. And then he did the highlight reel, so it was cool.
Oh,
He
that's
was
cool. That's
yeah,
cool. I like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was raw, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I was one and it's cool cuz I was happy with it. You know what I mean? Like cuz I still sit and watch it. Every time I play it, it's still I can still sit and watch it and just enjoy those moments. Hell yeah. But enough about me, man. Leo, appreciate you being here. You know
Oh,
what I'm
no
saying?
problem.
Big fan of the show. Definitely great takes, great insight. You definitely want to make this team better. I love what you got going on, and I'm glad you reached out and everything, and glad we could put this together.
Oh, of course, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you having me on, bro. I saw your show with Chris, and that was cool. I like what you guys were talking about. I like your vibe, the way you was feeling about the team, the things you want to see.
Yeah,
Kind of mess like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me hit them up. Yeah.
man, appreciate it, man. Yeah, always down to collab with people. Like I was saying, like I just want the best thing for this team, and it's going a good direction. Like we got some news today. That we got Adam Butler back. We got
Let's go. That's what
we
I'm talking about.
yeah, we re-signed Adam Butler. So that really solidifies a big piece of what we've been missing. With Wilkins here, and then now with Butler there, and of course with Max Kuntz and Weapon X of Tyree Wilson. You know what I mean? Like whatever we decide to do with him. But Leo, I know you're excited about it.
I'm excited because one, it shows me that I think as much faith as some Raider fans don't have on what we have already, and everybody wants to bring in everybody they see get cut. Like it shows what the coaching staff sees in these dudes and what they're gonna bring,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to Tyree, because there was so high of expectation. But when you think about it, like he was injured, he was thrown in the fire because of what happened with Chandler Jones. But now, he's got Max taking him. And then you heard what Wilkins said, being excited about working with the kid. So I just think with Tyree, it's just going to be even better next year. I'm hoping you're going to see more out of him. He gets a whole year under his wing now, a full off season. He gets to participate. To me, this D line is going to be so nasty. And I've been wanting and preaching this because everybody always says, "Oh, we need a QB to beat Mahomes. You need a QB to." There ain't no QB that's going to beat
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah. That's the thing.
Like
Like
we
it's
have to stop him.
yeah, stop him. Like
Yeah.
somebody has to be his kryptonite. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And it looks like it's
Uh-huh.
gonna have to be us. This looks like a job for us. You know what I
And the
mean?
D line is the perfect place to start with that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
so like they were saying, like you can't double Max, you can't double Wilkins, and then sometimes
Yeah.
Butler would get those double teams too. So
Yep.
you can't double team everybody. So I mean,
No,
and
you can't.
that's gonna free up Tyree Wilson. Like wherever
Mm-hmm.
he lines up, that's gonna take the pressure off him because he's gonna have single. I almost said single. Well, yeah, pretty much single coverage. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's gonna have a single man on him. So
Yeah.
I think these moves are smart moves. It's like we're not making a lot of moves, but we're
Mm-hmm.
making some. We're filling some holes and we're filling some
Yeah.
starters in. So
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
I like it because it's like how you said it's smart moves. And I know
Hmm.
the nation gets so impatient. We want big names all the time. But I like what he's doing because they're being smart about it. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's been so long since we've won. Like we just want
Yeah.
everybody on our team so we
Yeah.
can win. But it's like, and one, we're not used to an experienced GM.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
one of our first experienced GMs. The other dudes were new or they just came in. Like having this dude, I think is going to change it, and we're going to have to get used to that. We're not just going to give everybody money that gets cut. You know?
Exactly. That's that's how it is. Every time someone gets signed, oh, he got signed for 5 million. Like, damn, we could have had him too.
Yeah,
You know,
we
it's
could have
like,
paid him 7.
yeah, we could have got him like six, at least 6.5.
Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's definitely good news. That's definitely good news. Let me see. Look,
Oh, the chat's popping. Look at that. There you go.
in there cracking. Let's talk to the people. Let me see. Oh snap!
Oh, you.
That was that was by accident, but I'm gonna let it rock
Like,
because
oh, you got a little music. It's all right.
I was trying to tap into the chat and then it like kind of skipped over and then it hit the music. So hey, but
Right.
we
No,
gonna let
no,
it
no.
rock.
That's cool. That's cool.
Then
Yeah.
we got turf in the building. Salute.
My brother Turf TRS in the building.
Yes, sir. Man, we got Angelo in the building.
Angelo, salute, brother.
We got Chris in the building. What's up, man? Salute.
That's my dog right there.
Yes, sir. Shout to protect the shield.
Robert Pena, man. He's dude. He's a good
Mr.
guy.
Mr. Pena, salute, man. Strike Vader. Sharp.
Funny.
Strike
Wait,
Vader.
Paul.
Vader. Sharp. We got Raider Paul. Salute, sir. Yeah, man, we here, man. Saturday, and it's a good Saturday. We got some news. Just waking up, got some good news. Al's go salute.
Did they say how much his contract was?
I didn't. They did, but I didn't even. I was just so excited that he was hitting. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got him back. Yeah, but I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he probably took that team friendly. You know what I mean? Just because we got a great thing going, and he doesn't have to do that much. Just do do what you do. Let's see if you can double that from last. See if he can double that from last year.
And then who else they got on there? We still got
Nestor got Nestor J. We still got
on there.
I do this every time. Byron Jones or Byron.
No, Brian Young.
Brian Young. There we go.
Yeah,
See, I do it every time. Like with this, I always get it confused because there was 2 of those in the draft. There was Byron and there was Brian Young, and then we
grabbed Brian Young. Yeah.
Mr. Badia, salute. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
told you that sniper's is dope. I like that, bro.
Appreciate it. I was wondering how like YouTube was gonna take that too. I didn't know if they were gonna make it a deal, but but it was cool. I liked it definitely when it came. It came with different music before, but I put some music that I told him, could I add my song to it instead? So he was,
okay.
yeah, he was cool. He did it for no charge, so appreciate it.
That's dope. Yeah, I don't see the details on this contract. It just says landed contract. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be in a couple minutes. Somebody's gonna fill us
Right.
in. Let me see. But yeah, definitely welcome.
We also re-signed Mumford.
Yeah, Mumford too, and Mumford's gonna be a big part because that was a piece that once we lost Illuminor, that kind of puts Mumford in that position to kind of take that spot, or unless we bring somebody else. But I feel like they know more than we do, because like like you said, we're always looking for more. We're always like, we can upgrade this position.
Right.
We can get Aaron Donald here. We can get Chris Jones right here, and then we can get we could say let's get Jalen Ramsey on this side. Let's get Gilmore on this side, and that's going. It's like. I get it. Like, that would be great. That would be lovely, but we cannot.
No.
We'll be
How you feel about Mumford though? Keeping him and letting Illuminor walk.
I was always a big fan of Mumford though. I like Mumford. I wasn't too big on Illuminor. I always felt like Mumford should have, but I get it. He was the thing with Illuminor, he was always a cheap contract. That was something we could always fall back on. Of like, okay, we could just keep him and just hope for the best. Hopefully these offensive weapons can carry us, and but I don't know. We seen his struggles too much. Like, if it wasn't the penalties, it was just him getting just blasted. You know what I mean? It's like, so
the penalties were bad.
Yeah, and the game that stuck out for Mumford for me was that game, the second game against the Chargers, when he was holding Mac down, like they were showing where he was like, yeah, like, and I was like, okay, we might have, because I mean, if you're able to do that with one of the league's best, you know what I mean,
right?
And I mean, who knows, he could have been injured or whatever, but I mean, he was consistent, you know what I mean, and it was good that's probably good for his confidence too, you know what I mean, going against people like that. He was like, okay, I could do this, like I could get down with the big boys. So yeah, definitely.
That's true. I was at that first game in LA when we played the Chargers and Mac went off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. When we played them the second time, ended up doing like a live podcast at this place here in East LA at a restaurant to watch the game.
Yeah.
And that was my concern. Like, damn, is Mac gonna go off again? Is Mac gonna go off again?
Yeah.
But they held him down, and then you remember 63 fucking Raiders ended up whooping their ass. But yeah.
Damn, that must have been a frustrating game too, especially being there. You're like, man, put somebody on him, like double this,
man, I was screaming,
this dude, or like
the goal was to like record and get content while I was there. I can't do that at a game. I'm so into the game and watching like where they move and all that. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll
too
yell at dude.
I feel like it's my personal duty to fire up the crowd when it's like,
I do that too. Like, I have my big chain on. I'm yelling.
Hey, in those times where it's like those what the fuck moments, you know what I mean? And it's just everyone's like, I'm like, nah, man, they still need us, man. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I stand up, make everybody like start yelling, like, let's go. Like, I have my little black towel.
Oh yeah, you gotta make some noise, because I mean they really do feed off that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know how important it is for us to be in them seats, to be on that,
real.
you know what I mean, to be there to support our boys, because the more people, the more live you get, you know what I mean, the more hype. When you look around, you see 12, 25 Raider fans, you like, oh no, come on, man, we need some, where's our boys at? But then when you look around, you see black everywhere, you know what I mean, screaming, yelling, that's crazy, like, that's home.
That's why I even like going to the away games, because you see a lot of Raider fans at the away games as well.
Oh yeah,
like every now and then you'll hear like a little burst, and they're like, "Oh shit, there's Raider fans here."
Yeah, that's respect too, because you can be in them dirty zones like KC. Imagine like being at KC.
I gotta hit up KC. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah. Hey, shit, if you do, man, I definitely want to. That's definitely one of the things I want to do. I want to go out of bounds. I'm trying to go. You know what I mean? Because I know the intensity is is, or the atmosphere is intense. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy because I had been to games in LA as a kid. I remember
mhm,
those.
yeah.
Those were like amazing to me. Then I went to Oakland. Oakland like opened my mind to a whole nother world.
Oh,
How
oh
big
yeah,
the Raiders are,
yeah,
like worldwide. Like I met fans from like Germany, Tokyo, like all
yeah,
over North Carolina. I was like, damn, like this is people from North Carolina that like the Raiders.
yeah, yeah. He's like, go Raiders, go
Yeah, but
Raiders.
what tripped me out though was I went to Pittsburgh. You talk
Mhm.
about a hostile environment.
Oh yeah, man,
But there was a section that was silver and black, bro. Like we had our own little section there,
man.
and I was
That's
like, hell yeah, let's go. But
yeah. It like you could be anywhere, and like it don't matter what color you are, where you from, whatever. You see that Raider hat, or somebody got a Raider hat on you, like, hey, bro, what's
yeah,
up, bro?
uh,
You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like it's just a
mhm,
cool vibe. Like
it
I
is.
remember, yeah, just as a kid, man. Like when I first went to my first game, I went solo. I got dropped off. I ended up going, and then man, everybody took me in. You know what I mean? Offered me weed, drinks, all kind of stuff as a kid.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I mean?
real.
Like I was like, that's love. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Ain't no
They
like,
don't, bro.
yeah. It's like, man,
Mhm.
you all family. So I've been rocking ever
Yeah.
since.
The cool part, I remember going to Oakland. Not
Mhm.
my first time, but like second time. There was so much traffic going in. We hopped on the BART on like the little side,
Mhm.
and then we got off, and then we walked. That's a dope ass walk when you're walking with the
Yeah.
whole nation.
Oh yeah, that's why I say
Everybody
like
just
it's.
walked in
Oh yeah,
together, chanting
and,
the Raiders, and then
yeah. And
you go in the tunnel. That shit gets
all you
louder.
see is our fans, because I don't know the other fans try to sneak in, because I don't. When you walk it all there, like it's like sharks in the water.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That you know what? You bring up a good point about it's our duty as fans to get into it. Like we
Hell yeah.
really need to do that when you're there at the game. Like, yeah, like I get you go, we party in the tailgate, you're having fun in the stadium drinking. I mean, even in Vegas, a lot of people hang out in the Coors Light zone where the
Yeah.
torches. A lot of people just hang out right there. Like I wish more of those people would like go and cheer during the game than just chilling in the Coors Light zone. But I get it. It's Vegas. It's a party atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah. It was live. Which game did you go to? You said
uh,
the Vegas. Which Vegas game?
this year I went to the home opener against Pittsburgh. I went
Ah,
against
that was. I bet
I
that
went
was.
against the Vikings. I took my
Yeah.
little nephew. That was his first
Oh
game.
man.
And then I went to
Yeah.
the last one against Denver.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn. I know that. So that I know that Vikings game was frustrating.
Oh my god, it was
Uh,
super frustrating,
it
man.
was like, damn. Hey, were you at any point ever like, man, put somebody else in?
You know,
Somebody's got to do something. Like,
I
come on.
was, especially I was like, I don't care at this point. Like, let's get Jimmy in, not even to take over, but like to get a spark going, right? Like
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, because I remember, I think one of the announcers was like, "Do you put Jimmy G in at this point?" Or you know what I mean? And I was like, "Well, shit, do you? Shit, I mean, I think he can get 3 points, can he?" You
Right.
know, yeah, that was just
You
crazy.
know what people forget though, and I didn't remember until yesterday. I don't know why, but there was one drive where we got close, but Renfro fumbled.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember?
Oh
I was
yeah, I
like, wait, we
definitely
did
remember.
have a chance to win, but
Yeah,
Renfro fumbled. I was
yeah,
so mad.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and then remember, I told you I went to the Cardinals game.
Mhm.
Renfro fumbles.
Renfro,
Like,
Renfro fumbled.
bro,
Yeah.
everything was great. Like we were driving.
Yeah.
He missed. The car missed. I think. Okay, so first it was a pass to Devontae. Oh yeah, it was a pass to Devontae. Devontae was wide the hell open. All Carr had to do was hit him, and of course, he threw it to the Cardinal, but he dropped it. So
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, okay. So we give it to Renfro. Second down, he fumbles, but we get it back. So we're like, okay, cool. So I'm like,
Cool.
just run the damn ball. All we need is like 5 yards or something like that just to kick a field goal, and we're gone because they already had the ball, and we ended up getting it back. And that game was just crazy because okay, rewind back to that Kyler Murray play where Max had him. And we were like, hey, the whole
Which
crowd.
time?
Hey, we're like, yeah, no, what the fuck is going? It went from yeah to no, what the? And
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, what happened next. And then yeah, so second down, we give it to Renfro. He fumbles. We get it back. So I'm like, okay, we got to run the ball. They give it back to him. I feel it. He was fighting for yards, and then
Yeah.
all we see, because I'm on the backs, I'm on this side, the opposite side of the torch, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden, all we see is the Cardinal running the other way. We're like, what
Oh
the?
shit.
And then we see game over. We're like, what the? We're like, no. And then so what was crazy is there was a moment where they thought he threw the ball before he got in the end zone, which would have been a touchback, which would have been our ball.
My
So
ball.
so it gave us hope for a second, and then we see the refs come in the middle, meet, and then they're like, game over. We're like crushed. It
I
was
was
just
crushed,
like, what?
bro.
What the fuck just happened right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was devastated. It was crazy. Yeah.
Good times.
And that's the crazy part. Like when you're at the stadium, it's so different the way you feel
Oh.
the vibe. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Mhm.
god. It's an emotional. You feel like you're about to play the game because you know
I
got
do.
you got your
I know.
pregame. Like I'm stressed out too. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you're in there like doing shit, getting ready, doing a little jogging, a little stretching. You know what I mean. Make sure
Yeah.
like we got a big one today. You know, it's like especially if it's a night game. It drives you crazy because you got all day of just that.
Anticipation.
Yeah, like I love it when it's some 10 o'clock games, man. Like
You know what?
get it.
I do like the night game though, because
Yeah.
when we're in Vegas, obviously you go to the different events, you go
Yeah.
hanging out, partying, whatever. So you get
Yeah.
to sleep in a little.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
a cool vibe too, cause like up on one of my videos, I had the video, cause I didn't know exactly from where it was, so I just walked and trying to make my way there, and then when I got there, I was like, oh yeah, this is not too bad, cause it's everything's stretched out right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not far, but it's it's a little walk. So I had the camera, you know what I mean, had the good shot, and it was just like, man, couldn't wait. I was pumped up all day.
Yeah, I definitely get pumped up for the games, bro. The early ones get me a little bit, especially if we were out the night before.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be
oh.
I think I forgot what game that damn was. I feel like it was the Jet game. I was kind of like I was pretty baked through the first half, right? And then I think because it was the first half wasn't too good in that Jet game. Like we were just it was like no offense whatsoever. And then at half or no, right before the half, I started feeling it. I was like, yeah, you could just kind of feel it in the air, like that the momentum was kind of changing. And then I was like, okay, so that's where I started getting fired up. And then third quarter is when we started doing it. Spillane had a pick in that game, really got us back in it. So it was like, it was a good vibe. You can start to feel it's crazy. You could feel the momentum. Like you could really feel the turn. And just as they get fired up, and then you could just like, oh yeah, we coming. Because go ahead.
That's what I tell people. Like when you're watching the game on TV and then you'll say like momentum, they're like, how do you, man, when you're at the game, it's real. You feel momentum. Even as a fan, you can feel it on the field as a player even more, I'm telling you. Like you feel that shit so good when shit don't go your way. Like I'm sure during that Viking game, the whole fucking everybody was like, like momentum's a real thing when you're there, bro. Like you feel it in the stadium, the energy, all that shit. Yeah.
And that probably and see like losing like that, because you're like, all we had to get was a damn field goal. Hey, because I heard it all too. I was like, damn, Derek Carr could have got a damn field goal. He was good at it. My bad. Shots fired.
No, I get you. I was a fan too. But I've had my mourning period, and I'm like, yeah, already passed that.
Yeah, like that's what I wanted to ask you too. Out of everybody that left, right? So we had, let me see, out of, my bad. So out of Hunter, I don't even know why I threw Jimmy G in this one, but Hunter, Jimmy, Amik, or Josh, which one will be missed the most?
For me, I was a big Josh Jacob fan. I'm older, fucking. To me, I love old school running backs. Running backs were like some of my favorite players were running backs.
Oh yeah.
So for me, JJ is a huge loss. I'm a big Amik fan, but because of his height, because he's small and he's a dog. Like I I know people always gave him shit because he's so little, this, and that. But I like Amik because of that. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like he's representing for those of us that are under 6 feet. Like, let's go. Like he's represented. He was a big one. Hunter, I liked Hunter, bro. I really did.
Yeah.
But to me, you brought up the Arizona game, and I think so did Angelo in the chat. I don't think he's been the same since those concussions.
Yeah.
Like one, either if he was hesitant or it affected him, but I think to me that really changed him. And then losing Carr was huge for him. He was Carr's safety net. They have that vibe going. Sometimes you just have it. I know people always say like, "Oh, he never got a chance," but even when he did get a chance, you would see him on the field. Like it wasn't the same. Like you remember the one he ran into Devontae?
Oh yeah, the Chiefs.
That one was crazy. And then a couple times just seeing him out there in the field, like running around, like not where to go, because he's so used to improvising. And in the offense, like we were running, like it's not meant for that. Like everybody's got to be in their spot or whatever.
Yeah, everyone has a job.
Yeah, I mean Hunter's cool. I always like him. I like him. Third and Renfro is always going to be a thing. We called him the slot machine. We were in Vegas. That shit was cool. But to me, the one that's going to hurt the most for me is going to be JJ. I was a big Josh Jacobs fan.
Yeah, I got 2 Josh Jacobs jerseys now for nothing. No, you know what I mean. But shout to Josh, and like you too. There's a lot of Raider running backs. I used to like McFadden back in the day. Like
McFadden.
It was a lot. You know what I mean. I was a Justin Fargas fan too, man.
You were?
Yeah, I like
run into the wall.
Yeah. I like Fargas. Fargas he ran hard though. He was always
he ran hard. He just didn't look up when he ran, but
yeah. Yeah, there was some cool, we had some rough spots too. Do you remember when we had
Tyrone Wheatley was one of my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, so you remember Troy Hambrick? Remember when we had Troy Hambrick?
Yeah. I remember him.
Yo, slow ass Troy. The brick.
Running backs are part of one of my favorite ones. I remember when we snagged Harvey Williams from the Chiefs. The big old long neck Harvey Williams. He was out there running.
Was that 22? Number 22?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably Garner was one of my favorites too. And because we took him from the 49ers.
Yeah, I liked Garner. Garner was the back we were chasing for years after that Super Bowl loss and everything like that.
Yeah, we were trying to find another one.
Yeah, we were looking for that next Charlie Garner, like that double threat. Because he was raw, and we've never really had. I mean, we had it a few years ago. The name's gonna surprise you, but what's this? 4th and 21 or 4th and? Remember he had that long ass.
Rashard.
Yeah, Rashard.
Jalen Rashard.
Yeah, that was the closest kind of we had. I'm not saying he was, that guy, but I'm saying he was the closest thing we had to that receiving back.
He used to have some big runs too. Even in that Charger game where we made it to the playoffs, he had a big run in that one too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. My favorite Renfro was 2021 Renfro.
That was my favorite.
I don't know if you remember that. Remember we won 3 games in a row. We had Baltimore, we had Pittsburgh, and then we had Miami, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And Renfro in that Baltimore game, it was overtime, and he had that long where they thought he stepped out of bounds, but he stayed in and he brought it to the 40. Man, that was so crucial because we weren't. Those were games that we were not supposed to win, but we won those. We fought hard and won those games. Because I don't think no one's seen us winning those games because we looked at our schedule oh man, we got tough. We got the black and blue division coming out the gate.
Yeah, I remember when we started against Baltimore, I was like, damn.
Yeah, and that game was so lovely too, just how it ended and everything.
Yeah, then we won it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good season. Let's go.
Hell yeah. And then that Pittsburgh game, because that was the first. I remember. That was, I think, was that Nate Hobbs? It was mic'd up that game, or it was a Meek. One of those that was mic'd up, but it was a good. The DBs were active that game, and it kind of
that one. I didn't hear it.
It kind of gave us a little spark of kind of what was coming because that's kind of when we start, seeing Nate was that guy.
Yeah.
But
my favorite Renfro one was I think towards the end when we had to win, we had to go on a run. Get into the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And the game in Indianapolis against the Colts.
Oh yeah.
When he made that catch, and then it was was he down or wasn't he?
Yeah,
And that was such a huge catch,
yeah,
man. He had a
yeah.
couple big catches that game that kept us in the game.
And it's like he doesn't have a lot of, well, that one year he did, but
That year
uh,
he
but
did. Yeah.
but it seems like when he doesn't get the ball a lot, but when he does, he
Hmm.
gets active. He makes it count. Like
He did.
the game. I talked about it before, but like he hurdled the one dude. Remember on on the last year, he hurdled the guy, and he's got some shakes for his for his size. He doesn't look like he moves.
Remember
You
when
know.
he recognized that fake punt against the Chargers?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
a hell
hey,
of a
hey,
play.
and smacked him too. Like
Smashed.
I'm like, okay, hey, but that's like, and that's from your slot receiver, like
Hmm.
little itty bitty slot receiver. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
Yep, the tax man.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I mean, I've been a Raider fan long enough to see my favorite players go. You know, it hurts, but it's kind of like I'm always going to be fan of the team first. No,
Exactly.
I have favorite players: Tim Brown, Namdi,
Yeah, I
Charles
like.
Woodson,
I
things
love
like
Namdi.
that. But
Yeah,
when they left, like, damn, like that sucks. It sucks to see him in another jersey, but it's part of the game, part of the
yeah.
business. I just get used to it. Yeah. Hmm.
I remember in Madden, they used to call Namdi Asamuga
Yeah.
because they couldn't say his name. Asamuga.
Man, Namdi was the shit in Madden.
Yeah.
I used to play with people on Madden, and they would
Oh
throw it that
yeah.
way and get picked. I'd be like, "Don't throw it to Namdi."
Yeah, because like he was like, because remember there was like I want to say it's a couple seasons where they were like, don't throw to that side, and
Don't throw it to
nobody would
Namdi.
nobody was throwing over there either. So like
Yeah.
that's why in the draft I've been screaming, let's get these lockdown DBs, like because I mean
Oh,
really
okay.
all we need is one more. You know what I mean? Because we could,
Go
well, I mean we could,
alongside
I mean
Jack
we
Jones.
can, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we got Nate, and see I felt better when we had a Meek backing him, backing Nate up. But
Hmm.
now I feel like maybe we could get two. Hopefully we can get two in the draft. We could also get UDFA,
So,
maybe and fill
how do
it
you
too.
feel
But
about then? Like that means you don't think Bennett's gonna step up this year?
I hope so. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay, so yeah, you're right. Maybe one DB just in case. Because
Yeah.
I'm always banking on just in case. Because if we
Hmm.
haven't seen it yet, then let's put some pressure on them to
Yeah.
you get it, and one of them's gonna come out. So somebody's gonna come out the fire. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Do you like Bennett's game? Do you think he'll?
You know
You think
what?
he'll?
I think it helped finding Jack Jones, so that solidified the one. Because it was
Mm-hmm,
always who's going to be the one. It was going to
mm-hmm.
be Bennett. Was it supposed to be Bennett?
Yeah.
Hobbs needed to stay in the slot. Like Hobbs is better in the slot. Leave him there. And it's like who's going to be the other one? I like Bennett because of his speed. He's a rookie, so when you're that young, you're like I'm fast. I'll catch up to them. They ain't gonna burn me. No, you're in the NFL now. These dudes fast too. So you kind of get used to it and adjusted. I'm not giving up on Bennett. I think he's gonna come back, have a better year. But I am also open and like to bringing in another vet. We still technically have Face on the contract too. So I don't know if he's gonna come back if he's able to, because I know he got hurt. So we got him, and then there's what's the other dude? Tyler Hall was the other one who's
Yeah.
still
Tyler
around.
Hall.
So I mean, we have some, but I'm for one, like I'm like you. I want the next big name freaking corner. But how many times have we missed in the draft?
Yeah.
Corners, man.
Yeah. That's the
Philip
thing.
Cannon, the dude from Ohio State. That's what's his name? Oh, he's all like
Oh, Arnett.
Arnett.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, net way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah.
but see that, but I mean we knew then that was a bad pick because there were so many better
Oh yeah.
picks than that. We're like, wait, what? Who? I didn't even know who the dude was, to be honest.
I knew
Like,
who he was because I watched college football. I like Big
yeah,
Ten. Ohio
yeah,
State was one of the ones I liked, so I knew who he was.
yeah,
But for where we took him, I was like, what?
yeah. That's what, because there were so many other options. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't know. And then him and Abrams. What made it bad is him and Abrams. Abrams knocked himself out for the season, and then
And I
he,
liked Abrams, man. I
yeah,
did.
I did too, because I like
Mhm.
what he brought. Like when he was at his best. I don't know if you remember that season where he was just pestering people, like running backs, and you know what I'm saying. Like remember what's his name that fumbled? What's his name from Denver? He was at the Chargers. He was Denver.
Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon. Like he was
Mhm.
pestering him. He
He
was getting
was.
at McCaffrey when he was at the I think it was for the Panthers. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was always in your face, always aggressive. But that just needed to be tamed. I think under
Antonio.
AP, oh, I think that would be. I think it was maturity. A lot of it was just like uncontrolled torpedo, pretty much.
Yeah,
Y-
I remember that because I used to always say like I love it, but he
Yeah.
needs to play more disciplined.
Yeah, yeah. Don't just be all like just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like but I like that he was willing to hit you because
Oh, he
that
was.
reminds
That boy
that's
can.
that
Woo!
that's that Jack Tatum we looking for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like but that's something that we it's a part of the game. It's kind of different in the NFL now because all the the penalties and
The
everything
rules are different.
they're trying to protect players and all this kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
it's like it takes the football out of the game. You know what I mean? Because it's you got to earn it. I mean, you got to earn your money at the end of the day. You're getting paid a pretty good penny to catch a football. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, come on. You know what I
Not
mean?
only
So
that, but to me, I think corner is one of the more harder positions to play.
mhm.
Like it's like you said, one based on the rules that are changing, you can't even breathe on these dudes sometimes.
Exactly.
You know, and then you
Definitely.
can't hit them to make them remember so that they don't try and make these crazy catches on you.
Yeah.
But it changes it for you. So now it's more skill based. But I would like a corner, but I don't know if I would want one at, say, if we didn't trade up at 13. To me, there's enough that maybe we can get one later. But then again, like you kind of do want the best one that's going to be a fit for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's some of your favorite guys? Like
I like Murphy is one. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Kool-Aid's
Kool-Aid.
another one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Kool-Aid, I don't know if you know, he has a Liz. He's getting back from a Liz Frank injury, like a foot fracture. I was a big Kool-Aid fan too,
Yeah.
but I remember I forgot. I think it might have been Hondo that said that, but I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know because I'm big on the corner, so I was like either Wiggins, Kool-Aid, or Arnold.
Wiggins.
Yeah, I like Wiggins.
I like Wiggins.
Because people compared Wiggins kind of to a Jalen Ramsey type. Like, so
Quinn
I was
Mitchell's the other one I was
yeah.
thinking about. Not Murphy.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Quinn Mitchell.
Yeah. Okay, Mitchell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Mitchell too, man. And you think he'll be there at 13?
I don't know. Who knows with this draft, man? You never know. I think he will be. But I mean, last year would have been the year to get our corner. Because I wanted either Weatherspoon, who went to Seattle, or Gonzalez. I thought that would have been huge at the spot we were at. We were able to get the corner then, and we missed out. We ended up going with Tyree, but yeah.
I think I feel like they panicked right there because I think they were set on either Weatherspoon or probably somebody else. Maybe old boy. No, because he was there. I was gonna say Jalen Carter. He was there though.
Jalen Carter was still there. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they wanted somebody else and they panicked and they just picked something else because it was like, why would because everybody was caught off guard. But I thought, I don't know, at that point of time, I was kind of leaning corner over Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that because he's on our team and everything like that. But I was gonna say at some points I was like, man, we could have got Jalen Carter and he would have helped us like right now. But
I get that. I understand that. I know, but I know that with the regime at that time, like it was before AP, it was McDaniels and them. They were more worried about his character and then being in Vegas, than anything. That's why he slid so far. Because remember, he was supposed to be the number one pick.
Yeah. And that's why I kind of wasn't that mad because he was in the top 7 or something like that. Like he was considered to be, and I think he probably will pan out because I mean I'm not giving up on him really because I just feel like they invested in somebody early that was not ready, because that's not the thing that he's not gonna be a good player. It's that pick was could have been something that could have helped us in the long run.
What makes it worse is because we've had so many bad first round picks that us as Raider Nation, when you get picked in the first round, we want to see results because we're tired of having to wait for you to develop, or we consider you a bust because we were so used to our first round picks being a bust, Like there's so much pressure when you get drafted by the Raiders in the first round.
That's why at one point I felt like we should just trade our first round picks every year for just a player. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just so at least we get something out, something out of it. Because it
Yeah.
feels like every time we draft, we crap out.
Yeah. That's why that year, actually, I went to the draft in Vegas, and that year we didn't have a first round pick because we traded it to get Tay. Remember? That I even told my homeboy, like, I'm cool, like we fuck it up anyway.
Yeah. See, I like the deal. I actually like that deal because it's not like one of those deals where a first this year, 2 seconds this year or next year, and then it's like you got it out the way in one draft, like bam, first
that
and
one was
second
cool
here.
because it was one draft. Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Like that's what I say. If we could do that, but like just for positions of need, like if we get in a pinch, we could just bring somebody like here. We get you for like couple. You still got 3 years left on your contract. Bam, we trade you the
trade you right. But no, last year I really wanted Stroud. I like Stroud, even he's Ohio State quarterback. I'm like, nah. When I saw this kid play against Georgia, like this kid's different. Like Georgia's no punk.
Oh yeah,
and he played his ass off against them. And then of course Gonzalez and Witherspoon. Once Seattle took Witherspoon, I was like, damn.
I know. I liked Witherspoon over Gonzalez. I like both, but I like Witherspoon. That boy was a dog. Yeah, like even Brian Branch. Like I like Brian Branch, and like I would have loved to get him. And man, he's out there in Detroit balling right now.
Yeah. And it's crazy with corners. Sometimes you don't even know like what round was what's his name from Kansas City? When was he taken?
You talking about Snead or
Snead?
Ooh, maybe like a third. What was it, third round?
Right, he wasn't like a first round corner or anything like that.
Yeah, I think like a third round. I might
so
be
sometimes
wrong,
you don't even know, man. Sometimes these dudes just come and look at Hobbs. We got Hobbs later on too.
Yeah, it's gonna be. See, this draft is gonna be crazy because we definitely have to keep because like basically, if I don't know if you feel like this, but Denver and the Chargers are taking themselves out the race. So it's just
they're dismantling.
Man, hey, it's just us and KC. You know what I mean? Like we just gotta keep our feet on their necks, and then just we have to win these. We have to win games. Like we have to. We got to beat these two because if they're gonna lay down, if Denver's gonna lay down, if LA's gonna lay down, or I'll say the Chargers are gonna lay down, we have to step up. It's our time to take that push past KC, and the time is now because if they're gonna lay down, we're gonna step up.
What does that say about the running back room?
Let me see. What are we doing with running back room? We have Zamir, Britton, Amir, Sincere. Meat, greens, potatoes, babies. So beans, greens, potatoes, lettuce. No, we got I feel like we're gonna add somebody. We got to add some legs in this draft. We're gonna add some. I feel like we're gonna add some speed. That's why I think the plan I had was we take care of the line and we get a big DT. So we did that. We got pretty much 2. We re-signed Butler. We got Wilkins. So we got that out the way. We don't have to wish for another DT anymore. If that's out the window, we can throw that away.
Right. We don't have to draft one at 13 now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's out the way. Yes, I feel like we could still go. See, this is why I don't like doing the offensive line as the first round pick because it's like, well, just for this simple fact, like when. Okay, these guys are coming out of college. They're not as strong as these guys that have been in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's going to take them at least a year to gain their strength, to kind of, figure the speed of the game. And, it's like, I feel like that's not a help right now position, because I remember with Leatherwood, we thought, I don't think we thought, but that they thought he was going to come in there and, be that. But it was like, and he was a strong kid. He was a pretty strong kid coming in, and that's why I think they were kind of big on that. But it takes a while for them to kind of get their bearings, and you're going against some damn good defensive ends in this division. So
at this point when you're going up against grown ass men.
So that's why I feel like at tackle you kind of need, and not that he's not going to pan out like and develop into a great player, but just for right now. it would kind of be a because we could get somebody that could help us right now. Like we have Mumford and we're probably gonna go with Mumford until we get somebody that's better, and we know that what's his name, Miller's not going nowhere until
Oh
you
no,
know
Miller's our left. We need a right. Yeah.
yeah. So someone in the chat too said, what if they switch? Like what if Miller goes to the right side and then because Mumford was a left tackle,
Left tackle.
originally. So like coming out of college, that's what he did. He did both, but he was generally a left tackle. So like, and if Miller's getting enough money, I feel like maybe they should try it out. Just kind of if he's getting paid this money, maybe hopefully he's being paid for his versatility.
Yeah, I know in the draft, like the dude from Notre Dame, Alt. I love that dude. He's big, he's strong. I think he's ready. And then there's Fuaga. I love him. I would not be mad. Like we're gonna be at the draft. I would not be mad if I hear his name. Like I would be cool with that.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying though about how like in the first round we want to see those like impact type players, or even on the defense type or stuff like that. But but even in the draft, like running back, there's a bunch out there. Like Blake Corum is a dog. I like him, but I think there's no way that dude does not go to the Chargers because Harbaugh's gonna go after him.
He broke that whole team down. So like, what I like, so they got rid of pretty much all their receivers. So we know where they're going in the draft. They're gonna go because he's gonna try to load up on weapons. But
he kept Mac and Bosa though, right?
Yeah, because he's gonna try to build around them and try to at least hold while they figure this offense out. Probably try to keep the piece because they kept James too, right? Derwin James.
Yeah, I think they did keep Derwin James. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try to.
It's just their receivers they dismantled, and the running back. They don't have a running back. Yeah.
He's gonna try to build up the 49ers through the
right Chargers. Now their receiver is what, Quentin Johnson, Stonehands Johnson.
Yeah, I forgot about him too. I was thinking the guy Palmer's
another one.
Yeah, but we ain't worried about Palmer.
I could see them even taking that big tight end from Georgia, Bowers.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Either him or Neighbors. Yeah, Malik Neighbors from LSU. Yeah, for me, I hate when other teams get these fast guys, these good receivers and stuff like that, because I'm like, that's weapons I feel like we should, because that's why I like the draft. You're getting these young guys out of college. They got speed. They can run for days. That's what we reload. We take care of the non-moving pieces, like the lines and stuff like that, and then we get our weapons. We get those tool running backs. We get those speedy wide receivers.
Right.
Get some corners that can, like you are right. We have Bennett, and we do have to see what he is. But I don't want it to be like where they're picking on Bennett. Like if he's not that guy, and then he's just like the loose link or the broken link in the chain, where basically like everyone's. You know how they kind of used to do a Meek sometimes, like kind of pick on a Meek, but because they will go for the weakness. You know what I mean? They have no problem going for whatever your weakest link is.
Yeah, but the difference I think now is we don't need him to be number one corner. Like now with Jack Jones, like he's the number one corner.
Yeah,
you're the corner number two, so you're the one that's probably going to get most of the balls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I wouldn't be mad at the tackle, but I just feel like I want that weapon. You know what I mean? That's just me. Like even though this is a weapon too, having someone that can protect your quarterback is definitely a weapon. I like that flash. I like that. Because we haven't had that. Now, we've seen a little with Jack Jones. Picking off Mahomes. I want to see more of that. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see more of that. I want to see us making Mahomes look stupid.
I think the other part that helps the corners though is that D line. If you get that D line and they can constantly bring pressure, then the corners are able to play better and play more off of that. It kind of like they complement each other. You know what I mean? Like the better your D line is, the easier it is for your corners. Where if your D line sucks, it makes it harder for your corners because they got to stay out there in coverage a lot longer.
Yeah. Shout to Napoleon Kaufman too.
Oh, that was another one. He became the chaplain for a while.
Yeah, that was the era. I remember just as a kid.
Yeah, Nappy was like, good.
Yes, sir.
Kaufman, I liked him. Kaufman, I should get his jersey.
Yeah, I know. It's like I feel like I want to get just the old school players, so we don't have to get
Yeah,
rid. We don't have to get rid of them. Get new ones.
man, I have a Jeff Hostetler jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and see, Jeff wasn't. I mean, back then people used to be like, man, Jeff Hostetler sucked, but
Hmm.
he actually saved us in the clutch though, because he came in a time where like things were not good, and like the
Oh yeah.
team he was working with wasn't the best, but he made the best out of the opportunity though.
To me, he
Shout out
made
to
the best out of it because our number one pick or whatever freaking failed out was Marinovich. Remember?
mm-hmm.
He
Oh
ended
yeah,
up dying out. So it was like, what the hell were we gonna do? And
yeah.
then Haas came in. I mean, I like Hostetler. That
Me
was one of
too,
my
man. Like
my
I
favorite
really
quarterbacks
did.
from the LA days.
Yeah, a lot of people used to like kind of hate on Haas, man. Like, but
Yeah.
I used to like his because really like I just remember those times. Like he was fighting
Yeah,
to
he was a
fucking make it
fighter.
happen.
He was dog. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that's who like Minshew reminds me of. Like
yeah.
as far as what he can do on the field.
That's a
Yeah.
good comp right
Yeah,
there. That's a
people would
good
say like,
comp.
"Oh, I get Snake vibes." I was like, "Relax,
Yeah, yeah.
relax. He's not Kenny Stabler."
We hope so. We
And we
definitely
hope
hope so.
so.
Definitely
But
hope
to me, he
so.
kind of reminds me of Haas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See, I'll take that. I'll take that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like, in fact, we'll talk about that too. Like, so the quarterback situation, I definitely I like Minshew coming in. I don't really have that big of a problem with AOC. Like, that's the thing. Like,
Okay.
I don't really mind the kid. Like, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Oh shit. The music video. Yeah. So I don't mind AOC. Like at worst case, because I don't want us to. This is the thing. Like if we trade up, cool. I'm good for it. As long as we get that guy, we get the guy that's going to be our franchise for at
Mhm.
least 10 years. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
But I don't want us to risk it all. Let's not put all in. You know what I'm saying? And like we end up crapping out. But I definitely because I feel like I would rather either stay put and let the draft kind of work the way it's going to work. Let other teams kill themselves.
Uh-huh.
Like let other teams put themselves in a bad position, take their risk. And then for us, our team isn't that bad to there where we have to take that big of a risk. If anything, we can benefit by trading back, taking advantage of other people's desperate trying to get one player, giving up
Mhm.
six picks for you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
let some other desperate team take it and we can just retool with all these picks. And then
Right.
I mean we don't need that much. So I mean if we worst case we have to take 2 picks and trade up to get somebody just to you know what I mean? Like then we could do that. But I mean I feel like more picks gives us more ammo to even because
Right.
we could it can give us ammo to trade up if we need to.
Right.
Because like there's a few players well, the draft from now, like the top 10, is probably going to change probably a few times by the time we get to the real we get to the actual draft. So
Oh yeah.
some
Between now and then, you never know. I mean, look at what happened last year. Like, I didn't expect Houston to do what they did in the draft. You know,
yeah,
like
man, that's a good that's a good point. You brought that up too.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
about
I get the whole let's go get a quarterback because we don't have one, and especially in our division because we play Mahomes. You got Burrow, you got Lamar,
Mm,
Josh Allen,
mm,
Trevor Lawrence is good, Herbert's punk ass, you know
yeah.
him. Like there's good
Ooh.
quarterbacks in the AFC. So
Yeah.
again, we're building a beast in the defense to
Hmm.
counter that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad about going after a quarterback. See, my whole thing was before this season, last year, I was all about Caleb. I was like, Caleb, not tanking, never tanking. But to me, Caleb was the shit. And then I saw this season and I was like, teams kind of found a way to get to this kid.
Hmm.
you know? But talent wise, I still think this is one of the more talented quarterback classes in a while.
Hmm.
So if you were to go up or maybe even later to get a quarterback, I think this would be the draft to do it. Yeah. But I mean, I get it. You don't want to give up your future. But then again, if that's the dude that's going to change your future, like you said that year we traded for Tay,
Hmm.
we didn't miss that pick the following year, you know? Like
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
can recover from it if
Yeah.
your team is being built. Like look at what the Niners did. They gave up a lot to get that what's his name? Trey Lance.
Yeah. Still
And
went to
people
Super
say
Bowl.
when you miss, it's supposed to mess you up for years, and
Set you back for yeah.
they didn't get set back. You know what I mean? It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt. People could have lost their jobs, but because they built a team, they were able to survive. And of course, they got lucky with Purdy. Him being able to manage the team the way he has. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting, bro.
But did they really benefit though?
I mean,
Sorry,
that they
just
didn't benefit, but they
no, no,
didn't
no.
like die off because of it. They're still
Yeah,
a good. As much as I don't like
yeah,
them, they're still a competitive team in the NFC. Yeah.
yeah. They won 3 straight Super Bowls.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, my bad. Sorry about that. I meant sorry, lost 3 straight
Lost.
Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Excuse
yeah,
me,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
See, and it's
I,
different. Like I understand the hate for them in the Bay
yeah,
up north, and then down here, it's like they're like whatever to me. Like if they
yeah,
win, like I'm not gonna be mad. If they lose, it's funny.
yeah,
To me, it's funny when they are winning. You see more of them here in LA than
yeah,
you ever would when they're winning. But during the regular season, you don't see any of them. It's like
yeah.
they just pop
It's
up every now and then. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I live right in the middle of it all. So I
Yeah.
seen
See, to you, it's different.
I seen the pain, I seen the heartbreak. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and because if we had a win and we had a loss, they probably would have gave it to us too. So
No, I'm
you know.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I do work with some great people that are San Francisco 49er fans, and
Yeah.
those people are good people, you know what I mean? But we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Texans gave up pretty much the number 23 spot, I think it was.
Oh
To
yeah, the
the
Vikings moved up, so now they have two first round picks.
Yeah, so
That's fair.
that is crazy too, because that also they don't have they're pretty much in the same situation kind of we are.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback. Mhm.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback. They have a star wide receiver, a
Woo.
couple good receivers too,
Yeah, because
but
they
no.
got JJ, and then they
Hmm.
have what's the other kid from
Addison,
Addison? Yeah.
and then somebody else. I forget who their third guy is,
Yeah.
but yeah, they got a good little thing going. See, that's why I think like the Troy Franklins and all these. I just seen this too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, never mind. That was something else. Sorry.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because see, that's the thing. I wanted another one of these speed receivers, but then with them doing that, with Minnesota making that move, I
Yeah,
feel like they're gonna try to get probably quarterback. I
I
don't even
think
know.
quarterback.
Yeah, they're gonna get a quarterback, and then I wonder what next. So.
I think it's gonna be the quarterback, but either they're gonna trade those two first rounders to move up
Hmm.
and maybe get like a JJ McCarthy or whatever,
Yeah.
or maybe save that later first round pick to go after the Knicks or the Penix type
See, that's what
quarterback.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too. Because I was like, are they trying to get maybe a Penix something like try to
Yeah,
get
Penix or a Knicks or one
early
of those
enough to
dudes.
get?
Yeah.
So what is?
Before they get to the second round and then the other teams start getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
crazy. I wonder if it is any because I seen someone else said that we were in talks with Washington to move up to the third pick, I think. Second pick. Oh, second pick.
Really?
Oh damn. Yeah,
That
that's
would
what
surprise me
that would be crazy.
because
But we just talked
Washington don't have a
we
quarterback. They just traded their quarterback away.
see we just talked about that too. Trying
Uh-huh.
to stay where we not
Yeah.
not give up the farm.
I saw your
Yeah.
thing though about a wide
I
receiver getting another one. I'd be
appreciate
cool with that. I think we need a younger, bigger receiver as well. I mean, we got the speed with Trey Tucker, but the one I wouldn't mind would be Rice.
it.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind Rice.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan Rice. I like Brendan Rice.
Rice is good. Mm-hmm.
I like Jalen Polk. I like Polk from Washington.
Oh, okay.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I like Franklin, of course. Worthy, the speed. He was the fastest guy at the draft.
That
You know,
speaks Al Davis
you know.
Raiders all
Yeah, I was
over.
gonna say I bleed out Davis.
Queenie, what's
I
up,
bleed for
girl?
Al Davis, man. So you know what I mean. Like
Mm-hmm.
when we see speed, we're gonna try to get you some speed, Al, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we need those because somebody's gonna benefit from it. Like I
Well,
don't know how good his hands and everything because I
yeah,
think they're saying that the other guy is pretty much fat, not as fast, but he's fast in his own rights and he's the better receiver.
it's
So
better receiver. Well, you remember when we had Tim Brown and Jerry Rice?
Oh yeah.
and it was those two, and they were past their prime. They weren't fast. I mean, they could still run a little
No.
bit, but then that's where Porter benefited the most because
Oh
he was the
yeah.
speed receiver on that team.
Do you
Yeah,
remember when we had Ryzen? Andre Ryzen?
yeah, Bad Moon Rising.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. I like those. That was the start of that was kind of where it started. Then
yeah, he was one of
we
my
got Jerry
favorites.
Rice. We got
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Rice and it was over.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because I didn't even like Jerry Rice because he was on the other side.
Oh, I
And like
always loved Jerry Rice.
yeah.
Him and
I did
Montana were my favorite, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
when he came over and he slapped on the braids, that was our guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. But it was good times. Yeah, Fuaga. I think it's either Fuaga or what's the other guy from or is that the one from Oregon State? There's one from
That's the
Oregon
one from
State,
Oregon State, Fuaga.
and then there's the other guy from is it Washington? Is it there's another tackle everyone's talking about too.
Yeah.
Was
Man,
it
there's so many tackles in this draft. Not a lot of good linemen that you can get. This is pretty deep. This is one of the better drafts
yeah.
I think this year than it's been in a minute. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite position? Like top 3 positions to kind of watch for in like the combine or like the draft?
I like to do. Well, obviously, I paid a lot of attention to the quarterback
Mhm.
because for one, I wanted to see what happened with Penix, with his physical, how he was going to do,
Yeah.
things of that nature. The other one I looked at a lot, of course, was defensive tackle because that's what we needed. I
Mhm.
wanted to see that D tackle, the big dude, and corner. To me, it was corner. It was corner, D tackle. But now that we got our D tackle, like I've switched my
Mhm.
focus to O line.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, like
Getting
now
that
that we
little
got our D tackle, like I'm cool. We can get later rounds. Even if you get that dude, what's that dude? Sweat. I wouldn't mind getting him
Montez
later.
Sweat.
Yeah, like if we needed to still go get another one, I wouldn't mind getting him later. But I think we need another big dude on our right side, being able to to block, man, because we need that O line. Like we
Yeah.
really do, especially if AP wants to build a bully. That's how you build a bully in the trenches, D line and O line, man. You remember back when we were good, our O lines were just demolishing people, bro. They were just manhandling these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ja, shout to Ja Raider, man. Like
Cha cha.
he brings up a good point. Is the 2000 defense of the Ravens wins championships.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's that's where it starts because
Yeah.
like even like I was saying last week, like in the Super Bowl, it was a defensive battle when it came down to it. You know what I
Right. That's
mean?
what I tell people.
Like it was a defensive battle,
Yeah.
and it was the defensive breakdown
Mm-hmm.
that stopped it all. And that was when
Yeah.
remember Mahomes, like he hiked the ball and then he just took off. That's not a play. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
it was something that they had to do that they weren't ready for.
Yeah, he
That
had
was
to
it.
make a play because they were
It
playing
was
so
so
good.
crazy
Yeah.
because they were like, because you asked the other side, how do you get ready for that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nobody expected that, but he made it happen. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But
Yeah.
defense, and that's why I feel like we still need to retool because we see like defense wasn't the problem. Offense was, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I agree with you. It is the line. Like I wanted us to address this kind of more in free agency, but
Mm-hmm.
we re-signed James, we re-signed Mumford. So basically we kept everything but Illuminor the same kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of wanted us to invest in the line because I feel like that opens it up for everything, for the running
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
for Aiden or whoever Minshew or Aiden to have time or
Mm-hmm.
whoever we pick. So I guess really the market for a lineman really wasn't that good this year. There wasn't really
Well,
without breaking
yeah, there was a couple, but I was surprised how much they got paid. Like you had Hunt. That
hmm
was one of the dudes I wanted, and he got a little bag. I was like, damn.
Robert
Like
Hunt.
they were really giving him. So I don't know if the Raiders were wanting to pay that much, for an offensive lineman right now. But yeah, that was crazy, dude. they're arguing about the Ravens, man. Real quick, just to address what he's saying about how they beat the sorry ass Giants. Don't
Yeah.
forget they beat us in that championship game to get to the Super Bowl.
After they crushed, was that the one where they
When they
crushed
crushed, yeah, when they crushed
Gannon?
Rich Gannon, yeah.
I'll never forgive him for that shit either.
And that was a defensive battle because there was only one touchdown score that one play where Shannon Sharp got loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Mhm.
say, and those the back then were defensive games. Like
Yeah, we had a
any,
nasty defense back then
yeah,
too.
yeah. Like
Uh,
the only ones that kind of made it look cool was Kansas City with with their offense, but
yeah,
they eventually, as you've seen from this last one, have put together a defense.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they're going to be a scary retool too, because they're going to add like speed. I feel like this is the year where they can afford to draft speed. Because
Oh
they
yeah,
they
yeah.
had some mid wide receivers last year and still won the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're the ones that scare me. Well, not scare me because I'm not afraid, but they
Yeah,
can be even better by adding a receiver to
yeah,
fucking Mahomes' ass.
yeah,
It would be scary to me to see Renfro there.
yeah. That would
You
be
know?
crazy. And
Yeah.
and and I know Mahomes will make him into like that guy. He would just have
'Cause,
him a record-setting
yeah, you think of his
slot
style,
receiver.
how much Mahomes improvises or needs to
Yeah,
improvise. Like that's
yeah,
perfect for
yeah.
freaking Renfro. You know?
Yeah,
Uh,
that would be crazy too. That would be a
hmm
crazy place because everyone said the Saints and everything like that. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna go somewhere
I
crazy.
think the
And
Saints because he'll go back with Derek Carr. Yeah.
yeah,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah.
Worst case.
Worst case for him, yeah. Who knows? He might retire.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's done. I think he's done more than he thought he would in the NFL. Because
hmm
he had a pretty good career. He said 5 years too. That was
Yeah.
man.
He had that one good year in 2021. Earned his
Yeah,
contract.
yeah. He was that guy.
But it was just we couldn't keep carrying him, paying him that much, and he wasn't
Yeah.
producing. You know?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have. I feel like we would have probably been got rid of him if it wasn't for that dang crazy ass contract.
Oh
Because
yeah, I think if the contract wasn't there, teams would have been more likely to accept the trade for him.
oh yeah, and see that's the thing. We killed ourselves. Like we did that with the car truck
hmm
contract. We do that with all our contracts where we pay
Yeah.
them so much that nobody else is gonna pay them that much. They're like shit. I ain't
That's why
picking
I'm
up that.
hoping with Telesco, it's not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
So far so good. Shit, he hit. I mean, yeah, I'll say we hit with. I think it was a great signing with what's the name of Wilkins. We're like, okay, yeah, we go, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and then we get Minshew, and then we're like,
When
okay, and it's not. So it's so crazy because it's not bad. Because I remember how we felt when we got Garoppolo. It was kind of like what the
about
like
when
we
we
just stuck
got
to.
Garoppolo, I was fucking devastated. I
I was
told
just
everybody, it's like we got to the club, everybody's gone, they turned the lights on, and we saw Jimmy and said, "Come on, let's go."
it's
That's
like
how I felt when we got
it's
Jimmy.
like I knew we had something. You know what I mean? Like
Like,
it's
oh
crazy.
man, I did not believe in that at
Yeah,
all. But I mean,
yeah,
he was our QB, so I kind of had to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I had to pump
Mhm.
myself up and
Yeah.
say, well, but he has been to the Super Bowl, and
Yeah. Yeah. You got to carry
he's
yourself. Right?
been in big games and all, and then
Yeah.
we see how much where that got us.
Yeah.
But
But no, I
it's
like Minshew.
it's what we're
Minshew's
supposed to
cool.
do. Yeah, I like for me, a quarterback, especially for us, you got to be able to like get through a lot. It's gonna be some dark times if you're
hmm
gonna be on the Raiders. You got to take everything that comes with being a Raider. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
some dark times because we've seen it all. You
I
know what I
like
mean?
him though. Did you watch his press conference?
I did,
Like the first thing
I
out of his
did.
mouth was like that right in here. How about
Yeah.
that right? I was like, this dude's already quoting The Hangover. Like, I love him.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like he
Like,
fits.
oh man.
He fits our because before Russell Wilson got signed with the Steelers, right? I was like, we need to take. It's not that I like Russell, but we need to take advantage of that discount. You know what I mean? Like we
That
because
I was with
where.
you on that.
Yes,
That
sir.
discount allows you to get
Yeah,
other things. You look at they
yeah,
got Russ, they signed Queen.
yeah,
Like they were able to do that, and yeah.
yeah. Like
Mhm.
If Russ has a crazy good year, they're gonna remember this live. We were the ones.
Oh man,
You
we
should have
have a little
listened.
group chat in our little Raider syndicate.
Yeah,
We're divided. It's me and Chris protect the show, and
yeah,
then Turf and Rundown. So like
yeah,
how he does,
yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to hear it, but I don't mind. I've
we
been
gotta
wrong
have to hear
before.
it. Yeah,
I've been right before too. So
yeah. But the
no,
crazy
but
part is like people freaked out about Minshew, like we
Hmm.
signed him to be our future quarterback. Like,
Yeah.
no, this signing of Minshew tells you AOC
Yeah.
is the starter right now.
Yeah.
Minshew's the competition, formidable
Yeah.
backup, and then
Yeah.
whatever we do in the draft as far as quarterback, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if
Because
we
I.
go and move up and get
Yeah.
Daniels, then that kind of
Damn.
like, oh shit, okay, that's who's going to be up. Eventually, you want him to be the starter. So, okay, AOC is not going to be the future, whatever.
Yeah.
But at this point, what they're saying is the confidence Telesco and AP have in O'Connell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably just saying. I think because it's something about Aiden where I haven't signed off on him like,
Mm-hmm.
or I haven't gave up on him pretty much. Like
Right.
I feel like the kid has talent. Like yes, I feel like he needs to learn how to move and get rid of the ball sometimes. But I feel
Yeah.
like his first year, he's not going to get everything right. I can't expect him to be perfect.
Yeah, the speed of the game,
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Like so I'll give him that. And then like I forgot who was saying that last night, but they were saying pretty much like the usual rookie plan is 3 years, and like we're trying to kill Aiden off on the first,
Yeah,
you know,
usually two, 3 years. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
on his first, not even full season. So I definitely want to see another full season, but I feel like either way, say if we started Minshew and they say Minshew didn't work out, I'd be okay with
Uh,
Aiden. And then say if we started Aiden and we had to go to Minshew, I'd be okay with that. So I'm good with either both because it allows see the big picture. Like, yeah, I get it. We don't get our big quarterback, so far. It's still some moves gonna happen. But as I see it, if we don't, risk it all to get the quarterback this year, we stay put, we stack our team, we get the defense filled right, you know what I mean? And we add some tools here or there. And then by the time next year comes, we can afford to trade up because we've already filled our team in enough for because as a Raider fan, we've been working backwards for so long,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
these bad contracts, and like how long has it been until like the last couple regimes where we're like the Raiders are out of cap trouble, and we're like
Yeah,
wait, what, we could,
yeah,
and it's like so we're still working out of the
yeah,
negative. Well, not out of the negative, but basically we've been working out of the negative, and
yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like because I felt like this would have been the year to because I said last year, I said if we take care of our team, build our team this year, then we can afford this year to trade up to
To
get our
trade up.
quarterback.
Yeah.
And we can, but I feel like we shouldn't be desperate. Let's not be desperate. Let's let the
Mhm.
chips fall where they fall. I feel like Aiden with a full season could have got us to the playoffs because we were like 1 or 2 games out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With
Mhm.
of not making it, as bad as everything went these last 2 years, we still were in the competition. But
Yeah, there were probably just two games that I got mad with Aiden. One, obviously the Miami one. Yeah.
yeah,
And then Minnesota.
yeah,
Minnesota was the one that I was like, what the hell? I mean, the
yeah,
KC one, it was crazy that he didn't complete a single damn pass,
yeah,
for so long. But our defense was controlling them that it
yeah,
didn't end up costing us. And then that's when Zeus, made those
yeah.
big runs and shit like that.
Ooh,
But
I hope we see that Zeus. I hope that's the Zeus we
that
see.
was the Zeus I was hoping to see when we drafted him. Because I remember
Yeah.
that Zeus in Georgia. Yeah. Mhm.
So a lot of the stuff that McDaniels did was we got these good players that were coming off injuries.
Right.
So he was like that too. He had I forgot it was like it was some kind of leg injury or something like
Yeah.
that. But so he had to work himself into, and then Tyree Wilson
Tyree Wilson.
had to work himself into, and it's like
Mm.
these can be potential. That would be so crazy. We get rid of McDaniel's, right, and all the pieces that he gets becomes these fire ass, elite ass players.
I
But
know, right? But then the only thing we remember was the shit that he brought us.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because think about what if O'Connell ends up balling out?
Yeah.
They're the ones that drafted him.
Yeah, that's why I say like I don't think they did a bad. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say they did a bad. It was just the timing of the people they drafted. Like you could have got
right.
him later, and we would have been like,
Later.
oh, okay, cool, that's a good,
Hmm.
But first pick, no, no,
Yeah. Hmm.
they should have got. See, like if they do the Devontae thing again, like say if they go get, I know this will not happen, but they go get Chase on the other side. Jamar Chase from the hey with the first they take a first two or whatever it takes two, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
get him on the other side. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, no,
But
no.
yeah, we ain't got that type of money though. But that would be
No,
nice.
no. Yeah, no, I see that a lot too. Talking about trading for, was it Lattimore out of New Orleans?
Yeah,
Like he's another
Marshawn.
one that they would want to bring in. Yeah. Yeah. Or
We played the.
Ramsey. You said Ramsey earlier, right? Bringing
Yeah,
Ramsey over.
I've always wanted
I've
Ramsey
always
on.
wanted Ramsey. To me, he
Yeah,
always fit
yeah,
being in the Raider.
and
Yeah.
he's tempted too because I think he's always we've always been the other team, that
Hmm.
he's been targeting. So he's always been, and then
Yeah.
he'll just go to where, wherever the money kind of
Yeah, we've kind of
leads him.
like been his little like other
Yeah,
his other chick for a
but
minute. Like let us be the
oh,
one. Like we'll take care of you.
hey, let's talk about him too because you remember the Miami game?
Yeah.
He single handedly killed us.
Yeah, he did.
I
Hmm.
was like, that the first pick was crazy. That
Crazy.
diving, I was like, that's some Madden shit right there. Like
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
that's that when Madden's cheating shit right there.
That's what I was saying when people are like, "Oh, Ramsey ain't good no more. He ain't the best corner in Sauce." It's like I
Yeah,
get it.
that
Sauce is
boy.
the dude right now, but Ramsey can
Yeah,
still ball, man.
yeah. Oh hell
Hmm.
yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I like his spunk too because
Yeah.
it takes that dog, man. Like
Hmm.
you can't get defeated. Like when you're going against these elite wide receivers and stuff like that, you
Yeah.
can't have your head down, defeated, and you know what I mean. Letting just because you got burnt one time, he's gonna be at your neck. He's gonna be in your ear. You know what I mean. He's gonna
That's
let you
what I
know.
was hoping Marcus Peters would do, but we all
Yeah,
saw what happened
yeah.
with him.
Yeah. See, I like because he's a Oakland, you know what I'm
Yeah, he's
saying? Yeah,
local. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
shout to the, in town biz for sure.
Hmm.
But it was just he would get caught on camera just like
Yeah.
not like he just just not trying to tackle nobody, just trying to like like
Yeah, the Olay, like,
hey,
not today.
oh let that's the thing with the matter.
Oh
We
man.
gave him a nickname his first month.
The
The Matador.
Matador.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
that was
Yeah.
bad. But you
Yeah.
know what?
And
That showed me too when AP and them they weren't fucking around and they cut him. I was
mhm.
like, oh damn, like okay, like they're not playing. Like you either here to play or you can just leave. Yeah. Hmm.
Exactly, and I respect that too because I mean, if you like they say, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So you got to protect your squad. You got to protect the integrity of your squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Because
was definitely messing with that. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
that's why, and like everyone fought for him, even on the way out. Josh fought for him, and it's crazy. Everybody wanted him to stay, and then everybody left. So.
Don't even get that started, man.
Right. I was like, everybody fought for his job. They're like, all right, man,
Ooh.
I gotta take
Yeah.
this money. I gotta get this money, man. So, but
Which is crazy
uh,
when I saw that the way the contract was
yeah,
structured. It's
Paul, I
actually
don't.
he only gets paid 1 year and the other
Yeah,
three are options. I was like, damn.
yeah, they're
Mhm.
gonna leave it. They're gonna leave it to him, and like his injury history, like they kind of
Mhm.
left himself out. They learned from us in
Yeah.
our contracts.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wonder if, to
I
me,
don't.
maybe he's gonna retire early.
He's probably he got kids because man, he got like what 22 kids or something like
Does he
that.
really?
You
I
know,
heard he got a lot.
yeah, I know he got. I know he says I heard the numbers I heard were crazy, like eight,
Yeah.
eight. I don't know. I'm not even gonna put that out because I don't know this
Yeah, I don't know,
man's
but I just know he's got a
kid
big
count.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
but likes to soak his royal oats.
Yeah. What do you
Let me
think about it?
see.
Running backs take a beating, bro. They take a
Oh
beating.
yeah,
And a
that's
lot
why
of these players they retire early, so their bodies, are preserved. Look at Aaron Donald just retired.
Aaron Donald
Yeah.
the bully.
Hmm.
That dude
That's
was
the
a
only
beast.
dude I've ever seen get triple blocked.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like, and he gets and he earns every bit of that check.
Yeah, he
Cause
does, bro.
man, that's a dude. You would not want that dude mad at you.
Not at
That's
all,
one dude
man.
you do not want to piss off right there because he gonna
Mm-mm.
be coming.
Yeah.
It's like let me at him. Like three people holding back. Like let me kick. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, at least we didn't have to really go at him a lot. Thank goodness.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
But I live here in LA, so Donald's always been like a big thing around here. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah. Here's a cool dude. Like when he's not on the field. Like yeah, but yeah. Shout out to him though, man. Good career. Was that 10 years? 10 years exactly.
Think so. Was it 10? I gotta look it up. Mhm.
Solid
Oh
career,
shoot,
man.
Lecky. What up, Lecky? Look at that, dog. He got you. Got you a sub. My homie Lecky.
I appreciate you, man. I
Hmm.
appreciate all the love too, man, to everybody.
Hmm.
Like, I know you guys probably didn't know me before, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a ordinary cat man that wants our team to win multiple Super Bowls like we used to.
Right, we got to catch up. We're behind KC now.
Hell yeah. And, when we were talking about that, so the Super Bowl, I was actually, I know it sounds crazy, but I wanted the Niners to win more than I wanted those
Me
fucking
too.
Chiefs to win.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
You
appreciate
did,
that.
being from the
Yeah,
Bay.
yeah. I actually did. Hey,
Wow.
hey, it was very hard, but I had to be real. Somebody was gonna
Yeah.
win the damn game. I
Yeah.
wanted both to lose, but that's impossible. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I like I said, I work with some good people that are 49er fans, and
Mhm.
I would have hated to see their hearts broken, even though that's what happened. But
Yeah.
it was like it happened. But I would have rather seen them celebrate than seeing them Chiefs celebrating our damn field with
Yeah.
what's his name's brother Jackson Mahomes doing
Jackson
some
Mahomes.
crazy out of
Yeah.
pocket stuff in our arena. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can't stand the Chiefs. I really not too big on the Niners too, but I would have rather seen them celebrating our shit than the damn Chiefs because
No,
that's
man.
our dark ass rival. Like I,
Funny
th-
story, man. My
yeah,
brother, he's a couple years younger than me. He's a big Chiefs fan, but
yeah,
he's been a Chiefs fan since like 89, 90, like Derek
yeah,
Thomas days. So I don't give him shit as being a bandwagon because my brother's been diehard. So of course that, and then I have another uncle. So I wanted the Chiefs to lose for that reason. Like fuck that. Like
yeah,
you won one already. I let you win one. Like I don't want to see you win another.
yeah,
So when the
yeah,
Super Bowl was coming, I made these, bro.
yeah. Oh, that's right. My bad. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah. I forgot to
I cannot stand Kansas City.
yeah.
That is one of the teams I hate the most, bro. And it was even
Yeah.
before Mahomes. Like to me, because I'm Raiders, LA Raider fan, it's KC and
Yeah.
Denver are the
Yeah.
ones
Oh
that I
yeah.
hate the most. Yeah.
Oh nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember like I was telling Chris last week, like there's eras of teams that I hated. I
Yeah.
hated the Mile High Salute Denver
Oh
Broncos.
God, I hated those dudes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated the LT Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god. And I hated, so there was a lot of Chiefs eras that I hated. The
The
Priest
Schottenheimer ones.
the Priest Holmes, yeah, Schottenheimer. I hated Andre Rison when he was a Chief, like
Oh
in that
yeah.
in that in that era of Chiefs. But when he came to the Raiders, right, he really balled and like
He did.
kind
He
of
did.
wiped
Yeah.
that away. Kind of like when Gannon, when I hated Gannon when he was on the damn Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated but when he came to the Raiders, all uh all is forgiven, man. After
Yeah. Same way with Harvey. We talked about Harvey Williams. Harvey
yeah,
Williams the same
yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Mm-hmm.
like I have no problem, like if because I take these rivalries serious. I really do. I really
Yeah.
take them serious, and like
Me too.
it's easier for me after so the Niners when the years we play them. Oh, it's on until we play, and
Yeah.
then like once either we beat them or the game is over, or whatever. Then it's like okay, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. We on to
Yeah.
our season. You know what I mean? On to
This
our
season.
on to our
Yeah.
season. But yeah, it gets raw. Like because KC has just beat us, and it's not that they just beat us; they try to embarrass us. And
Yeah.
I take
He
that super
did.
personal.
Mm-hmm.
I take that super. That ring around the Rosie,
The ring around the rosy
I
shit.
will
Yeah.
never forget that. That is
But
something. Every
we
time,
asked for that though by
yeah,
driving around their stadium after we won.
and and the remember when what's his name goodness Yannick took
Oh,
everybody to the middle of the
the
field and
middle of the
stomped on
field.
the A-Town stomped on the logo.
Yeah. When
Yes,
they did that, I was like, wow,
yeah.
why?
And that's the game. I feel that's the one they put like 42 or something like
Or
that.
do something like that. Mhm.
What's his name was like Tyreek Hill was like shit. We almost put up 80. He's like we could have put up 80, but it was like because how they took that personal. That's how I want us to start taking these games personal. I
Yeah.
want every time we step in there like we not leaving here with no L. I'll die before I will die on this field before I lose to this team.
Yeah, man. No, I get it.
So,
I'm like that with when it comes to them. I can't.
yeah,
And I remember them. The one team you didn't mention that I hated was the
yeah,
Buffalo Bills in the '90s because they
oh,
always kicked our ass in the playoffs.
yeah.
Hmm.
We see where
Yeah.
that got them though.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why like now my
Mhm,
nephew, he's a teenager. He's a big he's not a Bills fan, but he likes Josh Allen.
mhm.
He's a Josh Allen fan. I was like, I get it. You play Madden, you like Josh Allen, cool. But whenever we play the Bills, I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, I hate Buffalo. He's like, why do you
Yeah,
hate Buffalo? I'm like, you didn't grow up when I did in the
yeah.
'90s. Like, I can't
So
stand Buffalo.
so I know you hated Doug Flutie too, huh? Because
Yeah,
Doug,
Doug Flutie, and
I
then he was
think
on the
I could,
Chargers.
yeah, I
Yeah.
could stand Doug Flutie.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was it was some. There was a lot. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think like some players that I did not. There was a lot of Chiefs I didn't like. Damn.
Neil
What's his name?
Smith, couldn't
Yeah, Neil
stand him.
Neil Smith. A lot.
Mhm.
Was there was a linebacker too? I think I want to say rest in peace, but
Derek
what
Thomas.
was it Derek Thomas? I feel like it was Derek Thomas, but there was a lot of players. But rest
Mhm.
in peace, great player. But just
That
at
was the
that
one my
time,
brother liked. That's
yeah,
why my brother's a
yeah.
Chiefs man. He liked
Oh
Derek
damn.
Thomas.
Oh wow.
Oh shoot, MC
Oh.
Raider. What up, big dog?
Yeah, salute, guys. Definitely salute. Yeah, it's good. Like going back in time, man. Just kind of because it's like we've seen so many eras of teams. Like last week, we were talking about Denarius Moore, the Lewis
Man, that was
Murphy,
one of my favorites.
DHB. That was that
Yeah.
out of your mind.
That's when I used to go
Yeah,
to
out of
Oakland.
your
Was
mind.
when they were
Yeah,
playing. Yeah.
that's when it
Mhm.
was cranking too. Because that's when
Yeah.
like it was kind of a crazy vibe. Because I think that was right after we got rid of pretty much we just dealt with the Jamarcus Russell time, and then
Yeah.
we were trying to transition
Transition.
out of
Yeah.
that, and we were hurting too because that contract. But
Yeah, I saw Jamarcus play, and then when we had I was there when we signed Palmer,
oh,
and he
Carson,
started that game against Kansas City. I was in Oakland
yeah,
that day. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, it's crazy. I thought that was gonna go a lot better.
Paul brought up another one. So the Steelers. I didn't understand our Steeler rivalry
Yeah,
until I got to Oakland, and then I met
yeah,
the older heads.
yeah,
And the older heads explained to me about the '70s,
yeah,
how much we hated them, and all
yeah,
this, and that. Like I was cool on the Steelers,
yeah,
and but then they explained that to me, and I'm like, okay, it
yeah.
makes sense why we hate the Steelers.
Yeah, and a lot of that too, because you know how for us it was the what you call it was the snow game. It was the for Tom Brady snow game was our game that we
Yeah.
remember
Mhm.
that we why we hate the Patriots. For them, it was the immaculate reception or you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
deception,
Yes,
immaculate
yeah, exactly. So that's for them. That's our that game for them. It's that game because that was
Yeah,
crazy. That was
that
their
was
robbery.
crazy.
That was
Yeah,
robbery too.
yeah, the Patriots, of course, with us because of all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
kind of got past. I don't know if I've got well because Brady's not there no more. Belichick ain't even there no more. So like I don't know. I think after we beat them these last couple years,
Yeah,
I
it
kind
kind
of
of like, I mean, it's not the
yeah
same, but it made me feel a little
yeah
bit better,
yeah
especially the
exactly.
way
It's
we
like
won when Chandler
yeah
Jones returned the ball. Like I was at
yeah.
that game. Like
Oh,
that was
were you?
crazy. Yeah.
Oh my god! I bet it
Mhm.
went crazy.
Oh, it did, man. It went
Hey, hey,
crazy.
so walk me through where you were when that play as that play was happening.
So obviously it was back and forth. Fucking Carr had got picked six, I think, that game, right? So I
Yeah
was like, oh fuck, here we go. And then he made that crazy ass throw in the back of the end zone. And I'm thinking like they're gonna say he was out of bounds, of course.
yeah
Like here we fucking go. And
yeah.
then they called it a touchdown, and I was like, oh man, we might win this shit.
Was that
In
the
my mind,
was that the Coles? Was that the
yeah, the Coles
Coles?
catch.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Mhm. So in my mind, I'm like, cool. They're gonna get the ball. We're gonna go to overtime. Like I'm about to get ready.
yeah.
And then I'm watching, and then they're running, and I'm like, oh, don't tell me these dudes are gonna make a crazy ass play and score on us. Like, no, like no. And then when I see him throw the ball backwards, like I stand up and my eyes just open because I was like, you see Jones like looking at the ball come in, and
Yeah.
as soon as he snatched it, dude, I went crazy.
Oh
And then
my
went even
god.
crazier when I saw that he trucked Mac Jones,
You.
and then he was gone.
Damn.
Like
Oh.
that was, man, I was so hyped. I turned around and like flipped off the New England fans behind me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was crazy, man. Oh, that stadium went
Oh
nuts.
man. Oh, there's no we lose in crazy ways, and sometimes when we win, it's the craziest, but it's like nothing like a Raider win.
Nothing like a Raider big man. It was
Nothing
just
like
great. And it was funny because we got to the stadium, and you know how in Oakland we would do Raiders and people would say it too.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
you wouldn't get it that much in the beginning. Like, man, this is why I miss Oakland.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
after the
man.
game, everybody was
Yeah.
chanting it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
actually, do you know Mr. Fitz? The
Oh
one
yeah,
that's the Raiders bitch? Okay.
bro,
I met him that game there.
I, bro, that's hella crazy because as the Jets game was getting out. We just
Uh,
won, and I run into him, bro. Like as we're, I'm leaving out of the arena into, where everybody's, walking around
yeah,
celebrating and
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like where the food stands and all this stuff are. So like, I run into him. I'm like, "What's up, bro? What's up? Big fan of the show."
yeah,
He's like, "Yeah,
yeah,
that's what's up." He was on his way somewhere, but they was pumped up. But
yeah. They
yeah,
were
that's
fucked
crazy.
up.
That's crazy. You said that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was there when I went this last time.
Yeah, I met him. That was the day I met him because he was walking around talking shit to all the Patriot fans.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. So I was on. So I had a terrible, crazy trip this last time. I mean, it ended up we won, but the journey. Oh my goodness. So I bought tickets in May, and I get there, everything's ready, the room, all this kind of stuff, and then everything's ready, but the tickets haven't got there. So I keep calling these people, like I say within the month. I'm like, okay, the game's in like a month. He's like, oh, just be patient, and I'm like, okay. So
Oh,
we get to the weekend of the game, so I'm not being patient no more. So so I'm like, bro, he's like, just be patient. We've contacted the seller, and just we're doing. I was like, man, y'all ain't doing shit. Like, I started going up. I was like, he's like, but just be patient. I said, stop
you
telling me
panic.
that, bro. Like, stop telling me be patient.
Yeah.
I've been patient. I've been pretty patient. Uh, I bought the tickets in May. It's November. I've been patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I start yelling at the guy or whatever, and he's like, sir, please do not talk to me like this. I said, well, then do your job. Do your job. I did my job. I
Who
paid.
was this through?
So
Where did
make
you buy them?
what was that through? Goodness. Oh, not Ticketmaster. Shout to Ticketmaster too, because they were raw through that whole experience. But it was Vivid Seats, Vivid Damn
Vivid.
Seats,
Okay.
Vivid Damn Seats. Uh,
Damn. I would have lost it
yeah,
too.
yeah. And if we hadn't have won that damn game, I would have been probably more pissed about the situation. But so long story short, because of that, okay, they made I pressed the issue, so they ended up giving me better seats, but it was on the jet side, so I
Okay.
got yeah, but it was cool. I don't mind. I like being in the
That was
jungle.
the game to go to because that was
Oh
like
yeah,
after the whole AP explosion when we beat the
yes,
Giants,
yes,
and then we
that was
came
yeah,
home.
that was
Yeah.
that back to back, and New York had our number for like the last, I want to say three times, I think, or
Yeah, we had lost up there because I think remember the last time was when remember that crazy play car through the rugs at the end of the game.
oh, that's right. We did. So we
That,
we did beat them that game,
that
and
game we
then
did.
yeah, because I was remember
Mhm.
that what's his name from USC
Oh,
beat us. He beat us. They beat us bad
the
too. Like
Darnold,
30. Yeah,
Sam Darnold,
Darnold.
Sam
Yeah, for
Darnold.
like 34-3 or something
Yeah, that
crazy.
was. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah, it was nuts. And then so like remember that game? Oh, so the Jets game, right?
Mhm.
Remember when um dang, I can't even think of his damn name. But the quarterback pretty much he breaks and he dives into the end zone, but he stepped out. So the whole time
Oh,
they're reviewing that play, it's damn, what's his name?
Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah, Zach
Mhm.
Wilson. Yeah, he dives into the end zone, which would have killed us because the way the game was going, we weren't moving the ball at
The
all.
momentum. Back
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
momentum. Yeah.
So some dumbass Jet fan was sitting there like, yeah, oh, I'm like, bro, look at the screen, bro. Like he stepped out of bounds. He's like, touchdown, yeah, woo. I'm like, you fucking idiot. I'm like, look at the damn, look at the damn,
Ooh.
and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I was like, told you, I sit your dumb ass down. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But it was so crazy because they were hyped. The first half, they were hyped. They were
Oh
talking
yeah.
shit. All them like, oh. And then just as the game was, ending and everything like that, how we closed it out, it was just waving them on.
That was the one where Michael Mayer made that catch, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
that was
And of
dirty.
course, I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's probably out of bounds or something like that, or he
Yeah.
didn't get his feet in. But when they said it was good, we're like, yeah. And then Spillane had I feel
The
like we
pick.
had yeah, he had that pick, but I feel
Mhm.
like we turned it over or something too, like right after that though. Like we got the ball back and then we end up fumbling or something.
Yeah, we didn't do nothing with that. Yeah, if I
Yeah,
remember.
but we
Yeah.
were fired up too because like
Mhm.
Spillane, that was another game with Spillane was in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
go. I
got
was gonna go. I didn't go. I ended up just staying home, and there's this pizza spot pizza spot here in Pomona that I go to. It's
Yeah.
called Pizza Co. Shout out to them. They always hook us up there. Like we go there, it was cool, and we went crazy. It was just nuts. And I knew that game was gonna be tough. People were like, "Oh, Zach Wilson's ass." I'm not worried about Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Unless that Jets defense
Yeah.
and
That's
our
what.
offense ain't doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because they pretty much had like everything. That's what I. Oh, so Aiden showed his best. Maybe not his best, but that was a good defense that he played
Yeah,
against that game,
that was a
and
really
he
good
it,
defense.
it was very precise because he had to put
You
these
had to
balls
be.
in these
Yeah.
tight ass windows. That's why I was like, damn, he's getting these balls in there, like,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it showed. That's why I said I'm not too bad with him. I wouldn't be mad with him if we
Yeah.
say worst case we ended up with Aiden as our starter.
Man,
I
that
would.
throw where he hit
Yeah.
Mayer, that was a
Yeah,
hell of a
that
fucking
was
throw,
nice.
bro.
That
That was
and see his
nice.
accuracy is really not his.
Yeah.
He's had his moments, but I feel like when he is inaccurate, he puts it out of bounds or something. He's not
Some.
gonna put it in jeopardy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Except for that damn Charger game. Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
that's right.
was he the Charger?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had that
Yeah, I
was
was
his rough.
at that one. He just
Yeah,
didn't see the defender coming up and then fucking was it
yeah,
Samuel who did the pick?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because I was
yeah.
sitting on that side of the end zone. I was sitting
Ooh,
there. So I was sitting there and I was like, oh, he's gonna go to the flat. And then I was like, don't throw it, don't throw it, because you could see Samuel creeping, and then
yeah,
boom. I was like,
yeah. Oh,
ah, I
that's
was mad.
crazy.
But it was cool. It was good times. I can't wait for next year, man. It's gonna be exciting just to be able to go back to the games and see the hype and see AP with the full season this time, See O'Connell with the full season. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely. And then
Wilkins
like,
is the one I'm excited. I want to see that boy on the
yeah,
field so bad.
yeah.
Mhm.
And from what I hear, he's gonna be on the same size as Max.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
good luck. Good luck,
Good luck.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I meant to talk about this earlier too, but man, you got some great merchandise I've seen on like the IG
Oh
and
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
floating all over, man. Like, man,
Mhm.
tell us about your stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you go, just hop on my IG. I do have well, you saw the fuck the Chiefs shirt. I have that one. I
Yeah,
do that one. I
got to
do it
get
in
one
a
of
shirt,
those.
in a
Yeah.
hoodie. I also have one of AP that I'm do. It's AP yelling. Says Raiders. I don't have none on me right here. I didn't.
Oh,
I
for
didn't
sure,
think I
for
was gonna
sure.
show them, but I have
No, it's
that. I have an AP patch as well, and I also make an AP hat. Actually, they got done this weekend, so I'm gonna pick them up this weekend, and I'll put them up on my IG. So if you just want to go through my IG, go on there, and then you can find that merch. And right now, those are it for now. But I'm gonna work on designing and creating new ones as the season goes along.
for sure,
Just to
definitely,
do it
man.
that way. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hey, when you do, feel free to hop on, man. Tell us about it.
Oh, for sure, bro. I'd love to come back. It was fun. This is cool.
Hell,
I love talking old Raider shit.
hell yeah, yeah. So, man, we had a good show too. Shit, we
We
went.
did, bro. We did, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you too, bro. Like Nation, we appreciate you guys too. Like everybody that showed up today, last week, and just been
Yes.
rocking. You
Shout
know what I
out
mean?
to
We
the chat.
appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get you through this off season. Just know that, man. We're gonna get through this off season. It'll be August in no time. It'll be the draft in no time.
Yeah, we got the rest of this month for free agency. Next month we got the draft. Then yeah, man, how's it going? The schedule comes out in May.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, in
Mhm.
fact, speaking of that, what game are you going to this year? I gotta.
I know for sure we've talked about it with syndicate with Chris and them. We're gonna try and meet up for New Orleans because it's a night game.
Hey, is
Definitely
it
gonna
in
try to
is
do
it in
that.
New Orleans? Is it in
Yeah,
New
that one's
Orleans
in New
or
Orleans. Yeah.
damn, I would love to go because
Mhm.
that's a game I'm looking forward to too because of the whole
Yeah.
car. I hope
Yeah,
he's still the starter.
exactly.
I hope he's
Yeah.
still the starter. You know what I
Do
mean? I
that
want to.
one, and then of course the two here in LA because we have two
Yeah.
home games here in LA. We play
Okay.
the
I'm gonna
Rams
try.
and we play the Chargers. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, I
You
might come
should,
for
you
one
know
of
what?
those.
Because you're from the Bay Area, you
Hmm.
should come to LA one because that's the closest you're gonna get tailgate
Yeah.
wise to Oakland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I
Mhm.
should have did that. I'm glad I went to that game, but
Mhm.
I wanted to go to the Charger game, so I might check out either the Chargers or the Ram game. So I say
Yeah.
I'll definitely hit you guys up, man, when I come out.
Yeah. Hit me up if you come down to the LA one. Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah,
then for sure, definitely gonna do whatever home opener is in Vegas.
yeah.
And
Okay,
then
for
I'll end up.
sure.
I'll probably. It's likely I go more to the Vegas because it's only 3 hours away from me. Drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think it's gonna be Chiefs or Saints? I'm thinking they're gonna do something crazy like Chiefs,
I
Saints.
think the opener, the
Yeah.
season opener, whether it's in Vegas or in Kansas City, I think they're
Hmm.
setting it up for it to be the Chiefs and the Raiders. with all the
Chiefs and Raiders.
shit talking going back and forth.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
that would
you
be
know how the NFL
nice.
usually has their one season opening game, and it's
Yeah,
the Super Bowl champion against whoever. Like,
yeah,
I hope it's us.
yeah. And I think see we played because they did us like that last year where it was we played I think what two away games before
Two
we played
road
our
games. Yeah,
yeah before we played our home game. So
yeah.
I'm thinking well see that would be a crazy one too. I
Hmm.
was thinking the Saints though. Wouldn't that Saints be
That
a
would be a
good
good
matchup too?
home opener. I mean,
And
season opener. Yeah.
but I think it's in New Orleans, so like, but I mean, you know, I can see them getting it hyped out there too, because that would be a
Hmm.
big, you know, I
Oh,
think
it
that'd be
does.
a
It
big
gets
game
hype out
too.
there. I went
Oh,
to New Orleans a few years ago. It was pretty dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it
Ah,
really
that'd
is.
be dope. Yeah, I gotta check out. I've been shit only to Oakland Coliseum. I've been out in LA to the USC couple USC games out
Oh, the
there too. When I,
Coliseum. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's a dope ass atmosphere out there
it is.
too.
Hmm.
You could just feel the noise and the, you know what I mean. You could
I'm
just
not a
feel the,
USC fan. I like Notre
yeah,
Dame, but
yeah,
whenever they
okay,
play them here, we go
yeah.
to the game here. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
one of my boys, his cousin. I don't know if you remember Stefan Johnson,
Yeah.
but that's my boy's brother. So like, you know what I mean? We
Oh,
used to
okay.
always because I'm a Cal guy. I'm a Cal Bear. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Cal Berkeley. So, but you know, I not a big USC fan, but we always showed love for he was playing there. So you know what I mean? I always had love for the
But
squad. And
yeah,
then
man.
I was a big Reggie Bush fan in college too. One of
Oh, I
my
couldn't stand that dude. He was
favorite.
he was
Oh,
so
for
dirty.
Oh, that's right. Hey, hey, we gotta talk about that one on another. Hey, we get a minute, we'll talk about that too, because that's a
Yeah. We can definitely come back and do that one.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I see why. Yeah, I was gonna say, how could you not like? But yeah, being on the
I
push,
like Notre Dame.
yeah, damn, yeah. I was
Yeah.
because to me, Reggie was like the best college player I ever seen. Like
He
that
was.
dude
That
was
dude was different.
crazy.
That
Like
dude
I'm
was
just like
different.
this dude could stop and run full speed and still and pass you up, like, you know what I mean, after he
Yeah.
stops on a dime. I was just like, I never seen nothing like that. That was crazy.
The Bush push.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh damn. But for sure, man, Nation, we appreciate you guys, man, and we're gonna still keep bringing this content to you.
Yes, yes. And those of you on my channel, make sure you follow Raider Jason, Raider Nation Jason. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate it. And
All
then
right, brother.
do you have any shows coming up? What you got coming up next?
I do my regular Monday show, which is when I
Okay.
do the Puro Raider podcast. I do it Mondays. So
Okay.
Mondays at 7:30, I do my regular. And then of course Sunday night we do the Sunday night syndicate. I do that with Turf, the Ultimate Raider fan, with Raider Rundown, and with Chris from Protect the Shield. So we do that every Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So watch out for that. And then of course we all have our own thing we do during the week. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on here, bro. This was fun. We got to do it again.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey,
Mhm.
time flew too. You got some
You
good
did.
vibes, bro.
I'm like, oh damn, I gotta go pick up my goddaughter. Like, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. It's all good. For sure. So,
yeah.
hey, Nation, we appreciate you guys, man. Until the next time, man.
Peace out.
Salute.